There are tough times though. There are certain times of the year when things slow down. We already went over, I showed you that graph where we had tax time. That was one that slows down. And let's take holiday as another example. Now holidays, the holiday times, people's focus is on the holidays and going to visit people and getting presents and visiting and doing all this other stuff, right? Their car is the least of their worries, except when they have a problem. Because how many of you have a customer show up the Wednesday before Thanksgiving at 4 o'clock in the afternoon with the car all loaded up with the family, with a noise coming from the engine, I got to get this taken care of right now. Because they forgot about it. They ignored it because they had their attention on all these other things. So here's what you can do about this. Thanksgiving in this country is the #1 travel day for people to go somewhere with their vehicle. So let's get them prepared for that and send some type of special out. I ran some special for my customers a number of years ago that got to be known as the Granny Special. And it was a very simple piece. It had a picture of Grandma holding an apple pie with a smile on her face. And then next to it was a caption that said, "Going to Grandma's this holiday, make sure you're prepared for the trip." First time I sent that out to my customers, it brought in $7,500 worth of business. And November, December tended to be a slower time for me. I had handled that slow time. Now, the next year, I was like, let me do it again. I did it to my customers again, and it brought money in with that, but I also did it to new people. Brought in $17,000 worth of business. And now, November and December turned out to be my busier months. Why? Because I decided to do something about it. Because I didn't take the viewpoint that I can't fix this. That's the thing. So back to school, holidays is one. Back to school is another one. But again, back to school, where's everybody's attention? Going back to school, isn't it? On all the things they got to shop for and all of that stuff. But you realize something, Mom's taxi goes back into service, doesn't it? She runs here and there and the kid this way and that way and all over the place. That thing's like running like it is a taxi cab. So let's help them out. Remind them, you know, get Mom's taxi ready for the crazy season to come. You know, things that you can do about it. So yes, there are tough times. Yes, there are times things slow down. But you know what? The great thing about marketing, you're only limited by your imagination. But the point is you have to do something to remind people and help them out so that you don't get that call on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Or when they're going to take their kid back to school, all of a sudden the kid's driving the car back to school and there's the problem that they weren't aware of. All of these issues that you run across, you can help your customers out. And just look at it that way, all right?
Yeah, so the reason I went to the seminar is I was working about 70 hours a week. I didn't have any money. It was me and 2 young guys, and I was a business. I was there every day. I had to do everything. I was responsible for everything that went on. So my wife convinced me to go. We went to the seminar, and immediately it's about 3 things that I learned about finances, about marketing, about how to hire other people and train them. Again, I was a technician for 20 years, and I thought I could overcome all this stuff by working on a lot of cars, and I couldn't do it. So we worked a lot of hours, didn't have any money, and again, the business was me. I was the business. I had, like I said, 2 young guys, and so that's not a way to live your life.